Time for an equilibrium face-off. Hey aficionados, Shawn here, and today we have a face-off between two double IPAs from Equilibrium. They're both different variants in their dHop series. We have dHop2 versus dHop28. They're both 8.5% ABV, again both double IPAs. dHop2 is brewed with Citra and Mosaic hops. dHop28 is brewed with Sultana, Citra, and Galaxy. Both of these cans here are canned about a week apart, so pretty even in terms of freshness. Let's dig into this one. Also, doing this blind, so don't know which one is which. Let's get the aroma on the first beer. I'm right here. So, it smells citrusy. It smells definitely a little bit tropical, fruity. Like I get this melon vibe, a little bit of dankness. Lots of melon, actually. But definitely citrus as well. Like orange. Let's get the aroma on the second one. Oh, so that smells much more dank. Definitely a little bit more catty, I guess. Yeah. A little bit more of like a deep sweet tropical, like an overripe tropical. The first one's got much of a brighter aroma, a little bit more melon, a little bit brighter citrus. This one's just dank, a little bit like musty and stinky, again catty a little bit, with some of that super ripe like mango papaya sort of deal. Yeah. Let's dig into the taste. Alright, so let's get the taste on beer number one. Cheers. Yeah, that really follows up on the nose. It's nice. It's bright. It's got tons of melon, like honeydew, sweet cantaloupe character. It just reminds me of like fruit salad a little bit because of that melon character. It's so strong in this. But maybe even like some like pineapple too, passion fruit, maybe even like stone fruit a little bit, like apricot or something like that. A little bit of like orangey kind of clementine kind of thing. It's got a super like really clean malt backbone to this one, like a little bit of like a doughy, crackery character. It's actually got like some bitterness that lingers, like some grassiness on the back end, some herb and pine, like this nice like fresh, like just kind of even like sharpish kind of like pine character that just really sticks to the palate, sticks to the tongue. Lots of melon though. Fruit salady and very bright, very clean and easy drinking. Really like that. Yeah. Let's get into the taste on beer number two. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is much more dank. Much more like, it's not necessarily bitter, but it just has more of that sort of like dank, resiny kind of thing. Both of these beers have, you know, some resinous sort of qualities. Again, I mentioned the pine for the first one, but this one is just like dank, like onions and chives even. It's got that weed character, again, the dankness. Dank citrus, like orange pith, orange juice. An overly ripe tropical, just like on the nose, like overripe papaya, mango. This feels like a Mosaic beer to me. Of the two, if I were to guess which one was the Mosaic one, which would be dHop2, I would probably guess that that's this one. It feels like it's got a little bit more of like a doughy, sweet, bready presence too in the malt. Like it's a little bit more malty than the first one, not quite as like dry. I feel like it's like slightly darker of the two also. But it does, again, it's got overly ripe tropical. It does have a little bit of like a melon character to it as well. Like a little bit of like a honeydew, cantaloupe sort of deal. It's not quite as like prominent as the first one. Earthiness, again, mustiness, resins, dankness. But the more sips you take of it, you start to notice that fruit side of it. Again, the melon, the overly ripe tropical, the orange juiciness. Maybe some passion fruit too. There's definitely some similar fruity characteristics to these two. Both of them are Citra hopped, so there is a bit of like that Citra character that resembles in both, with like some passion fruit. Maybe even like gooseberry. Yeah. But that first beer is way more brighter. A little bit more easy drinking. They're both the same ABV, but beer number 2 drinks a little bit heavier. It's a little bit denser. It has a little bit more impact on the palate with that dankness too. Whereas beer number 1 has a bitterness to it, but it's very bright. It's very easy drinking, even though it's got that bitterness. Both are very different. Well, not very different, but I think I think I know which one's which, and I think I do have a preference too. So let's get into that. All right, so my final thoughts on this face-off. Let's go with reveal first. Again, I kind of already gave this away, but I think that beer number 2 is dHop2, which is the Citra Mosaic one, because this just tastes and smells like a Mosaic hop beer to me. So I'm going to say that beer number 1 is dHop28, which is the Sultana Citra Galaxy one, which I think fits the bright sort of tropically fruity vibe that it has. And that's right. So beer number 1 is dHop28 and beer number 2 is dHop2. As for my preference, I really like both of these. Both of these beers are A+ beers for me in terms of ratings. But I think I would give the slight preference to dHop28 just because I really like that honeydew, cantaloupe, melon character that it has. I just really enjoy the bright fruitiness of it. There's a lot of like complex, bright, tropical, melony, citrusy fruitiness going on in it. It's really drinkable. And again, it does have a bitterness to it too, which I really like. It's got that piney, sort of sharp bitterness. Whereas beer number 2, which is dHop2, I really like that one too. Like, it is a very classic Citra Mosaic sort of hopped beer, and it's a really, really good one. Like, if you like Mosaic, if you like Citra, you will love this beer. It's also really good. It's just, going up against another beer that's really good from the same brewery. So, can't go wrong with either of these. You can't go wrong with Equilibrium's dHop series. So, check them out. Have any of you tried both of these beers? If so, which one is your favorite? And let me know some of your favorite dHop beers in the comments below. Until next time, drink responsibly and passionately. Thanks for watching.